Hi, Sydney. So it's Monday, which means I'm a day late. I'm sorry. I ended up getting called into work during the time that I had allotted to shoot this video yesterday. But you know that getting called into work is one of my favorite things in the world. So I'm not necessarily disappointed, but I am sorry I couldn't get my video to you yesterday. So I have something that I have to complain about first. So I'm going to get that out of the way, and then I'm going to talk to you about that strengths-based leadership test that I had talked about. And the thing that I have to complain about is I watched the debate earlier, I guess last week now. Subsequently after that, I watched all of the debate reviews and, all the polling and stuff like that. And I got really, really tired of hearing Fox News especially talk about how much of a turnoff the presidential debate was. I personally think that it's a little ridiculous to assume that all women vote with their vaginas. And as if, oh, sorry, Mitt Romney didn't turn me on, but Barack Obama kind of did, so I'm going to vote for Barack Obama. That's just ridiculous. It's to assume that women vote strictly upon sexual prowess is just insanity. Pure ridiculousness. But I just needed to get that out and put that out into the world because it's just really disappointing. But now to the strengths-based leadership test. So basically the way that this works is that there are a bunch of themes that are divided amongst 4 domains. Executing, influencing, relationship building, and strategic thinking. And I ended up getting, out of my top 5, 1 under executing, 2 under influencing, 0 under relationship building, and 2 under strategic thinking. So these are my top 5 in order, from, I guess, the one that describes me the most to the one that describes me the least out of my top 5. And a brief little summary of each one. Achiever. People who are especially talented in the achiever theme have a great deal of stamina and hard work. They take great satisfaction from being busy and productive. That definition is almost synonymous with Ross. Input. Have a craving to know more. Often they like to collect and archive all kinds of information. Learner, which I kind of feel like a learner and input could be interchangeable. I don't know. Have a great desire to learn and want to continuously improve. In particular, the process of learning rather than the outcome excites them. So I guess that they are a little bit different. Maximizer focuses on strengths as a way to stimulate personal and group excellence. They seek to transform something strong into something superb. Self-assurance. Feel confident in their ability to manage their own lives. They possess an inner compass that gives them confidence that their decisions are right. Yeah. Stubborn is what it's trying to say. Stubborn is what I am. I can deal with that. So those are my results from the strength-based leadership test. I really do agree, especially with the top 5. I don't know how to feel about the fact that I got 0 in the top 5 from relationship building, but I guess I'll find out in class when we talk about it tomorrow. So I start rehearsals for Tinseltown Christmas tonight. I'm really, really, really excited to get started with that process. Pretty soon I'm going to start doing my PA interviews and start interviewing production assistants for my show in the spring quarter. Physical Graffiti, the undergraduate dance show. I have a couple people in mind that I really want to work with, but it really comes down to whether or not they want to work with me. Last week I went to Cerritos. I got to see Alexis, which was really great. Jessica and I went and saw Shaolin Warriors, which was a really, really great production. Lots of things that kind of make you cringe, like when somebody puts a spear to their throat and bends the spear and, balancing on spears and things like that. It was really insane, but it was really, really great. There was a moment that I really, really enjoyed because the choreography was so good. There were these 2 small boys that were in the production, and so they start off doing this punch combination, and there are people just kind of cycling through in front and behind them in the foreground and background. And at one point, as 2 people cross, the 2 boys leave and 2 other men step up dressed kind of the same as the 2 boys, but doing the same punch combination, so it was as if they grew up right before your eyes. And I know that's really cheesy, but I thought that it worked. It was really effective. The other day, I went to Albertsons, which is essentially like Kroger. I bought coffee because I really wanted coffee, and I was out. I went there, bought said coffee grounds, came back, noticed, I think the next morning, that at the very top of the label, it said, light, half the caffeine. Very, very disappointed in myself. So yesterday, I went to bring it back. And I walked, because it's literally like right out of the window here and across the highway. And so, it's not really a highway, across the street. So I get about halfway there and realized that I left the coffee at home. So I turned around, came back, got the coffee, went to the store, exchanged it because the regular caffeine or the original recipe or whatever the hell they want to call it, the one that actually had caffeine and served purpose as coffee, was the same price. So it exchanged evenly, no big deal. So I decided I was going to pick some things up, walk around the store, put some stuff in my bag. I had a really awkward shopping cart. It was like toilet paper, Oreos, and sugar. It was a weird combination of things. And I get to the register, and I scan everything, and I go to pay with my card, which is not in my wallet. So I left my grocery there, walked all the way back to the apartment, grabbed my card, and began to walk all the way back to Albertsons. Then I realized, while I was halfway there, that there were people outside of the door who were collecting change for, I think it was MS. It was an MS foundation. And so I had decided that when I came home to get my card, I was going to get some change. On my way back, I realized that I forgot to grab said change. So I turned around again, came back, grabbed change, and walked over. Did everything. Everything ended up fine. But that was my day yesterday. Well, I guess that was my morning yesterday morning. Just 100% full of fail. But then the Saints won, and everything got better. It was a good Sunday after all, regardless of all the dumb shit that I did in the morning. So, again, sorry about the late video. I hope that you're not as stressed out as you were last week. I hope the performance yesterday went well, performing for Clinton and stuff. I'm going to try to get my tickets to go and see him because he'll be here on campus on tomorrow. Holy crap. Can't wait to hear from you. Hope everything's going well. Love you. Miss you. See you soon.